Hello, here we are at Crowdfund Christmas Social Heroes. I'm speaking with Danny, who is the genius behind this great idea of using social media. Hi Danny, how are you doing?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
So can you tell me a little bit more about Crowdfund Christmas for those who are not here tonight?
All right, so one night, about a month ago really, I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought of the name Crowdfund Christmas, and I checked the domain, it was available. And the whole idea was, I thought, I've worked with many Boys and Girls Clubs before, and I'm on a leadership council here in LA. I've seen how they affect and work with these great kids and families, and I knew that through crowdfunding we could probably make a big difference for their Christmas. And so we created Crowdfund Christmas. My whole team got together at Social Edison, and we built a site. I brought in David Carter, who was a friend of mine. I said, David, what do you think of this idea? He loved it. Very successful entrepreneurs, and he has a foundation. So it's under his foundation. It's nonprofit. We posted it on Indiegogo. I brought my friend from Indiegogo, Brad Wyman. He said, that was a great idea. And we brought it there. And so what we did is we're raising money for these different families. We put the word out. We have clubs all across the country in the U.S. And people that donate money, the money goes right to these clubs and the families they're sponsoring. So it's a really great cause because these families are really in need.
So this is an adoptive family where you're doing it nationally by using Indiegogo and under the Crowdfund Christmas because of social media. So this is a great way to use social media for good.
Absolutely. I mean, everybody talks about how crowdfunding did this for some crazy iPhone gadget or some great band or Amanda Palmer and all these things that build a huge buzz in social media. And why not use crowdfunding for Christmas and for families in need? Because while we have been blessed in our lives to be able to really grow up in an environment where Christmas always had gifts and always was comfortable, there's many families that don't have that. So it's just such a great cause or combination of combining crowdfunding with Christmas and doing good in the community.
So what's the goal for this first year for Crowdfund Christmas?
So the goal this year is $25,000. I think we could blow right through that goal once we really build a social momentum. And we have many, many clubs, as I mentioned before, across the country. And so with these clubs, we're giving money directly to the families, but through the clubs, because they know who the families that are really in need.
And it's for all the Boys and Girls Clubs, not just the one in LA. And each family will be getting $500 for a great Christmas, or
yeah,
is
so
it?
It is up to the discovery. Okay, so first of all, each Boys and Girls Club that is participating is completely up to them. So it's not all clubs, but we have a sampling of many clubs, geographically all across the U.S. that have responded and said, hey, we want to be part of this campaign. Cleveland, LA, New York, basically everywhere. And so the whole concept is to then allow the club to decide if they have a single family who they're nominating, or maybe they have multiple. So it'll be either a $500, up to $500, which is the maximum recommended amount. But in some cases, some clubs might say, okay, we have a few families that really need money, to really get by, to pay rent, because they want to move out of a shelter, right? It's crazy, these stories that we hear. And so they help to distinguish what each family will get.
That is so clever. And it's such a great way to give back to so many people and using social media. So if they want to find you on Indiegogo or on your website, how can they find you on either one?
Great question. Two ways. Indiegogo.com/crowdfundchristmas, of course, and then crowdfundchristmas.com. You go there and you could get the Indiegogo link, but you can also join and become a social hero. And social heroes like yourself are ones that tweet it out, they get the message out, and then they get a cool little star on our social heroes tree. And it's easy to donate money, just even $10, $20 really can help this campaign, the cause. We're working with a great organization called Wahuli that has about 32,000 influencers, and they're reaching out to their group of influencers to get the word out. We have great celebrities on board. People are talking about it.